Lesson 1, prime factorization. So factoring means you're going to find numbers that multiply together to get another number. So numbers have factors. Prime factorization is writing numbers in a multiplication sentence of just prime numbers. So taking a number and writing it as primes multiplied together. And prime numbers are numbers that can only be divided by 1 in itself. So the most important ones are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and sometimes 17. So these are just good to keep in mind. So there's multiple ways to do prime factorization. The first way is to do a factor tree. So to do a factor tree, you're going to branch off a number into numbers that multiply to get it. And we want to keep doing this until we get all prime numbers. So 24 is made up of 2 times 12. Now there's other options for that as well. You could do 8 times 3 and 6 times 4, but I'm going to start with 2 times 12. 12 can be broken down to 2 times 6, and 6 can be broken down to 2 times 3. Now we're as low as we can go because we've hit all prime numbers. So 24 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And we want to write it in simplest form, means we want to write it with exponents. So when we have 3 2's, that's the same as 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 3. So this is its prime factorization. 240 can be broken down to 2 times 120. 120 can be broken down to 2 times 60. 60 can be broken down to 2 times 30. 30 can be broken down to 2 times 15. And 15 can be broken down to 3 times 5. Now that all of the ends of the branches are prime numbers, we can write it in prime factorization. So 240 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. We have 4 2's, so we're going to write it as 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So that is its prime factorization. The second way we can do this is called dividing by primes. So to do this, we're only going to divide by prime numbers. So if we start with 75, oh my gosh, I can't speak. We're going to divide by 5, and you get 15. Then we're going to bring this number out front, and we're going to break it down smaller. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. Now we're going to bring this number out front. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. You know you are done when you get to a 1. The prime factorization is going to be the numbers you divided by. So 3 times 5 times 5 is 75. You have 2 5's, so 75 can be written as 3 times 5 squared. 112 divided by 2 is equal to 56. Now notice I chose to do this one by 5 first and this one by 2. A quick way to notice that is if your number ends in a 5, it's going to be divisible by 5. If your number ends in an even number, it's going to be divisible by 2. And if the sum of all your digits is divisible by 3, then you can divide by 3. Those are just 3 quick division rules. So we're going to divide by 2 and get 56. Now we're going to take 56 and divide that by 2. That doesn't look like a divide sign. There we go. And it equals 28. 28 divided by 2 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. And 7 divided by 7 is equal to 1. As soon as we get to a 1, we're done. Notice that in this column, the only numbers you can divide by are these prime numbers. If you divide by something that isn't a prime, you've done it wrong. So this is our prime factorization. We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. We have 4 2's, so it's the same as 2 to the power of 4 times 7. Okay, so we want to factor the following. So first one, let's do it with a factor tree. So break it up to 2 times 1,100. 1,100 breaks into 2 times 550. 550 breaks into 2 times 275. 275 break down to 5 times 55. 55 breaks into 5 times 11. So here are all of our prime numbers. So 2,200 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 5 times 11. So that's the same as 2 to the power of 3 times 5 to the power of 2 times 11. 825. Let's do this by division of primes. We're going to divide by 5 and you get 165. 165 divided by 5 is 33. 33 divided by 3 is 11. And 11 divided by 11 is 1. We're done. And we're left with 3 times 5 times 5 times 11. Notice I changed the order. To put it in the correct order is to put it from lowest to biggest. So we have 3 times 5 squared times 11. That's our prime factorization of 825. The last one we're only going to do using our calculator. So it's the same as division by primes, but we're just writing it using only our calculator. So the first thing you're going to do is type in your number. So type in 2646. Then we're going to choose a number divided by. So let's go divided by 2 and write down a 2. And when you push equal, you get 1323. If you would have got a decimal, that means you would have not been able to divide by that prime. So to fix that, you would just times back to get back where you started. But 2 works. So now this one, because it ends in a 3, let's try dividing by 3. So write down a 3. Divided by 3. When you push equal, you get 441. So that one worked. Let's try 3 again. So divided by 3 equal 147. So that works. So type another 3. Now let's try 3 again. So divided by 3 equals 49. So that worked. So we'll put another 3. Let's try 3 again. So divided by 3 equals, now you get 16.33333333. So that doesn't work. So we're going to fix it by pushing times by 3. And you should get back to 49. 49, you should know, is the same as 7 times 7. So we're going to divide by 7 and get 7. So times by 7. And we need to get all the way to 1. So divide by 7 one more time, and you get 1. So now you know you're done. So make sure to write down that last 7. So it's 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 7 times 7. So 2 times 3 cubed times 7 squared is the same as 2646. And a way you can check that is multiply it all out. So when you do it on your calculator, just keep dividing and make a note of things and stop when you get to 1.